You're a midlife woman who feels like everything is falling apart and you just want to feel like yourself again. You're in this right video. I am going to help you here to get back into yourself, feeling in your body. My name is Leslie Irvis. I'm a registered dietitian, a personal trainer, and a nervous system expert. And I want to say hi, welcome. And we're going to start a completely different way. I'm going to welcome you to your body. So, first step I want you to do is just to open up your body however you feel fit. Just literally open up your neck, open up your chest, open up your shoulders, open up your body, stretch in any way you feel called to, opening up your mind, coming into present, feeling yourself deeply rooted in your chair, deeply rooted standing, deeply rooted driving. And breathe a long sigh out. Breathing in through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And I just want you to look around your space and identify something that makes you feel safe. Candle, steering wheel, a picture your kid drew, a plate, a fork, a knife, whatever it might be. Draw your attention to something that helps you feel safe. Feeling your feet on the ground, noting that in this, all we're working for is to understand ourselves better, to feel like yourself again. And I've been reading a lot of what you're saying as you enter this group. Anxiety, panic attacks, insomnia, bloating, joint pain, heart palpitations, rage, irritability, exhaustion, feeling like you've lost yourself. And I want to say this clearly. Nothing's wrong with you right now. These things are a part of being a midlife. They're a part of a nervous system that's never been held. They're a part of a body that doesn't have the right hormones anymore to make it all feel safe again. So many women come to this part thinking their body is against them. They don't feel like themselves anymore. They feel like their body is unfamiliar. It's like this foreign spaceship, alien kind of thing. They're anxious all the time, constantly worried about the next shoe dropping, the next thing that's going to fail. So they can't sleep. Heart races at night. If they wake up, they have a hard time going back. Their thoughts are always running. Digestion is unpredictable, maybe even gone. Bloating is real. Diagnoses are coming out of normal. Snapping at people super fast, annoyed, like all get out. Feeling like a knotted ball of tension and like there is no effing way out of this and I don't know how to help myself. And here's what is going on. Nobody's really ever explained to us why this occurs. We're just supposed to go on being the woman that holds it all together, looking picture perfect, like a Barbie, while working and doing the house and doing the kids and doing life and doing everything, being there for the man or looking for a man, having a man, because God forbid you don't have a man. And we're trying to do all of these things and look picture perfect on the outside while all of this on the inside feels like we're an alien in our body. And it's like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? How do I save myself? Right? So what's actually happening here is we have been the woman that has been told, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're not good enough because you stay at home. I just want you to know, if you're a stay-at-home mom right now listening to this, that the number one person who survives the longest is a man who has been supported by a woman. And a woman who supports the man and the kids has the longest or the shortest lifespan because we do so much support them. So you are not alone. You are carrying the emotional labor there. You're doing all the things that people say you don't get paid for. But we're going to change that too in time. But we're not here for that today. Okay. But then let's say you are a mom and you're working and you're doing this and you're doing that. You're a single mom. You're with somebody. It doesn't matter. You're just over the top. There's so many things going on. You never have enough time, but you have to look like you have enough time. You have to look like you're doing it all. Right. And then let's say you're a business owner and you've got all these other things going on, and then add the hormone changes and add in the stress of being a woman and add in all the things. And let me tell you that it becomes so much. We're carrying the emotional labor. We're managing everybody's needs. We're caregiving. We're working high stress jobs. We're running businesses. We're taking care of kids. We're being the steady one, the responsible one, the strong one. But then when our hormones completely shift, our estrogen drops, our stress tolerance completely changes, and our recovery time really slows down. We need more sleep and more rest than we ever did before. Our bodies are literally saying, I can't do this anymore. So we actually have a channel where we don't just communicate brain down, we communicate body up. And it's actually that brain down is only 20% heard, whereas body up is 80%. So our bodies are constantly talking to us. So when we're ignoring them, like we did in our 20s, oh, I gained 3 pounds, so I'm just going to cut out soda. Or I did this, so I'm just going to eliminate that. When we stopped listening to our bodies in our 20s and 30s, it's now showing up in our late 30s, 40s, 50s, because our body was never heard. So now it's getting louder and pushing the boundaries and talking to us and making us feel like an alien in our body. So when our nervous systems have been, jacked up from this doing it all mode, what ends up happening is our body starts to speak in its language. Anxiety, your system can't feel safe to rest. Insomnia, your body has to be on alert at all times for what is next. Bloating or IBS can be stress, overwhelm, holding in things. Like when we can't go to the bathroom, we have a fear of letting go. Brain fog, an overloaded system conserving energy. Don't think, save calories. Don't remember, save calories. Rage, irritability. It means that our capacity is overflowing. And that filter that was like, we can ignore that. We can set that down. It's okay. Let's paint it rosy. It's like, we're not painting it rosy anymore. Okay. And then panic. Is your system completely losing its buffer? It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. There's no more pillow. There's no more rest. These are not character flaws. These are our body communicating with us, telling us what's going wrong. Our body wants us to know. It wants us to hear. And so it's giving us these symptoms. So one of the reasons why I created this group is so you don't have to overwhelm yourself by trying to fix everything on top of what you already do as a human. So that's why I have this Facebook group. If you're not a part of the Facebook group or you want to invite friends, remember, it's the Hear Yourself Again Facebook group. It's below this video. Please feel free, send it to anybody that might help, that might need this. But in this group, at the very top, I have the guide section. This isn't homework. This is anchors. Panic or anxiety are loud. You can go to number 4 or number 2 guide. Okay. If sleep and exhaustion are hard, go to number 2. If digestion and bloating are you, go to guide number 3. You don't have to do them all. Let your body choose one. Go through them. Ask questions. When you want more videos, give me that so I can do it. And then let's anchor in something. You got a ton of information, which is really cool. But when I get all this information, if my body doesn't want to compute the calories, it literally will shut it down. So let's do something really small here together. First of all, deep breath. Leslie talked really fast and got really intense because I know what it feels like to be in that. And intensity can feel like complete overwhelm. And so I want to say these things, but the peace and calm here, our bodies sometimes have to hear what's happening in the anxiety and the peace and the overwhelm and the extreme rage so we can hear what's happening. But what we want is to come here and know when our anxiety is talking and these symptoms are showing up and things are happening, it's just our body asking us to do things like this simple task. Feel your feet on the floor, your butt in the chair. Put your eyes in the back of your head on little baby hammocks or pillows as you gently gaze around the room. I want you to name 3 things that you see that you love. Just like in the beginning. 3 things that you see that you love. Gently taking it in. Feel the safety. You might feel your shoulders drop or your jaw untense, unclench, or you might need to sigh or take a deeper breath. This is part of orientation. This is your nervous system hearing. You're listening back. You're not in danger. And so it doesn't have to keep signaling the anxiety, the stress, the overwhelm, the things that are going on. It can actually downshift and come back into, okay, I'm safe and at peace and we can do this. Now, I want to close so you know 3 things. You're never alone. We're always doing this together, okay? Your body wants you to hear it, and it's making sense that it's bringing up all these things to you because we're not listening to the small things that we could have listened to in our 20s. And now, as we get older, it has to speak louder, and we just have to give it more attention. And the last thing is you don't have to rush anything, and you don't have to figure this out by yourself. If you listened and your body thought, I totally enjoy this, but what do I do next? I want help understanding. Just comment call below. I am currently offering free 10-minute clarity sessions for anybody that wants to have a quick shift to know what is next for them, to understand what their body is asking them for. There's no pressure, just orientation, support, and seeing what's next. Go to the guides, grab them, comment call. If it's speaking to your heart, you'll know who it is. And I want to thank you for being here today. I hope you guys have a fit and fabulous rest of your day. I'll see you on the next live. Bye for now.